got the characters on board. It is what we thought they were.
Yeah. As expected.
Yeah,
and FD.
Oh. So as the Final Destination is actually going to be the stage to start. Interesting, man. I mean, it's not PS2. It's not small PS2. I am a little bit shocked.
Yeah, especially given how, like, I can understand Vivi striking Pokemon Stadium, as that is an incredible stage for not only Wolf, but Jakal as well, who's so comfortable on it. But to go to FD really is kind of surprising given FDC characters are insanely good on this stage. You're forced to just kind of deal with landing on top of them or letting them try and chase you down, and Terry is far from slow.
I mean, I kind of get it, but at the same time, like, Wolf doesn't need platforms to perform well, and he can actually put on just as much pressure as any FGC character. And if anything, it forces the FGC players or characters to just kind of get juggled sometimes, right? Wolf thrives in that situation, and it just works out for them. They don't have a platform to land on now either, so it's actually kind of a rough spot here.
A double-edged sword to see how it overcomes that. Oh, the down tilt and then the potential roll read, or maybe just a miss input. Either way, that power geyser almost closed out the stock right there. Gotta watch out for some of these, for some of the ledge trapping flowcharts that oftentimes you'll see from Terry as the go meter and just all of these specials are coming out, keeping this game extremely even. The dash attack almost taking the stock, but Jakal was able to power through with his get up attack.
Yeah, definitely a bit of a kind of a rough spot there. I mean, you're trying to get these attacks going through, and I mean, this is where Wolf does really well. I mean, he can trade with these FGC characters. He's got great hitboxes on himself as it is, but we do see Vivi take that first stock.
Okay.
He's piling on more damage. Ooh.
The roll on forward tilt, but Terry's weight is going to keep them alive. No rage on the path, on the part of Jakal, and crack shoot. I mean, crack shoot is so good in so many scenarios, and that back special keeps Vivi alive for a little bit longer. The dash attack finally catching on the power dunk. 51% far from. Not really all that much, especially if Jakal is able to land one of these falling fares that can really lead to a ton of damage or a grab of their own. Okay.
All right, just going straight for the forward smash. Honestly, it worked out. So, ooh, I don't know if he got the strong burning knuckle on that one, but that was definitely nice. Pretty solid stuff. I mean, if he didn't get the strong one, then he certainly could have closed out the stock. But either way, the burning knuckle is such a crazy move too. It sends out a really solid angle. Like nothing like crazy. It's not gonna kill most characters, but it sends them straight away. It doesn't give them those resources, being higher to find their way back to the stage. But the rising tackle will close out the stock. And look at this, man. Vivi just going to town right now.
Yeah, and I love these sprinklings. So we're seeing a lot of dare at ledge, which is kind of classic for Terry in a lot of regard. A short hop dare can use your specials into it. If it lands, it can spike. It does something crazy. But I love the mix-ins of IDJ forward air from Vivi, just covering so much of that jump space, and you're able to sprinkle in crack shoots after, since Fair doesn't have a ton of end line, and punish Jakal for trying to get a whiff punish.
And, yep. Whoa!
The timing is there.
Rinse, repeat. Yep.
Okay, yep.
I like it. It was definitely a solid attempt. Just wasn't able to get what he needed. It definitely does suck, but you know what? You definitely made it work for yourself. It's just, it's like, rising tackle is one of those weird moves. Like, it's like Crom's up special. You gotta space it just right. And even then, like, even if you space it perfectly, Wolf's forward tilt down angled might still actually just clip him.
Definitely could. I'm surprised we didn't see the charge version come out from Vivi in those moments. While it did result in the stock previously, it did let them. They had another one in tow, able to throw a lot of the safe pressure that Terry can into that immediate jab 1-2 burn knuckle, true input, closing out the stock from center stage, no problem. See, like, it's not the charge version, which does have an invulnerability on the legs, and without that, Terry's recovery is literally a sitting duck.
Yeah. Yep, there it goes, man. Closing up that stock. But either way, Vivi is up 1-0, so it is going to be up to Jakal to try and find a way to turn this around. Now, you mentioned earlier PS2, really good stage for Wolf and Jakal. I mean, Terry still does super well here as well. I mean, these platforms, he doesn't get anything super crazy, but he does get some pretty solid extensions if he catches you sitting up there, just messing around. That rising tackle will kill a hell of a lot earlier.
Yeah, able to get resets with these uppers as well. Waiting for one of these down throws to finally send on the platform correctly. Wolf's early percent combos on fast fallers can kind of be a little bit awkward because they're put into tech chases instead of into true follow-ups. Either way, though, with Jakal's combo tree is very well suited to this stage, very well suited to the buy platforms, which is why I really like Vivi almost constantly DIing away from them, whether it be splitting the difference or getting to the ledge.
Oh,
I'm
just
spooked.
fell out. Went for the forward still. Got a little too greedy. Could have definitely closed out that stock if they weren't going for that little bit of extra damage. You got Power Geyser. You got, you know, Buster Wolf. Throw one of those out, man. It will connect, and if it doesn't kill, it'll be very, very close.
Buster Wolf from Wedge, right? Oh no, he does Power Dunk, which is understandable. Respecting it is Jakal and DIing up away from that forward tilt. If you DI straight in, sometimes you can get that combo artificially extended. There's that charge version. Wow, very nice from Jakal. Like covering the crack shoot from ledge with just a simple back throw and taking the high percentage play that they usually tend to do. Like, sometimes you're killing at 180, but as long as you're not taking damage yourself, it's okay.
Yeah. Ooh, if he was actually ready for that, he probably could have got a little bit of a punish. Jakal was a little off with the recovery, but I mean, hey, if the opponent's not there at the ledge trying to pressure you, then have at it, man. You do what you got to do to get back.
Oh, the juggle game is real here under these platforms as Jakal puts on so much pressure. Still, okay, still surviving at that huge percent, but the burn knuckle does close it out. We'll see if Jakal can sustain this lead, or will Go Terry start to get a little bit out of hand. And no, it won't. The snipe with that forward tilt, expertly spaced from Jakal.
Yeah, this is where Jakal starts to turn it up a little bit more. I mean, it's a nice little bit of damage to get things started here on the second stock, but you're down a whole stock as it is, man. It's not looking too good. Ooh, I like that. Up angled forward tilt. Nice.
And get those extensions just a little bit farther, optimize that damage, and see what you can make of it. A late hit dash attack in order to convert into an up air. Pressuring with all of the space around this platform, playing this kind of like triangle jump kind of game plan when it comes to this platform play, as well as all of the pressure that could come with the forward tilts, setting up for another ledge trap. Oh, okay. That would have been sick.
Yeah, he was definitely getting a little cheeky there. Still finds a way to close up the stock, though, taking game 2. And he looks like he put on 10 years. Jeez.
Playing against Terry's stressful. You never know when Terry's just gonna explode, especially if you give them control over stage, which is why I love that drift back into, it turns out, a empty hop footstool into falling there, but you're basically trying to almost always keep Terry in the corner, away from center, away from where they can just play that empty land, that falling there or falling there kind of mix-up. Was allowed to go back to FD, though, and Vivi picks it almost instantaneously, heading back to the site where they won game 1.
Okay. Well, I mean, this is going to be interesting to see how this plays out exactly. I mean, Wolf doesn't do bad here by any means. I think just Vivi just kind of had a really hot start. Maybe Jakal was, isn't used to fighting Terry as much as Vivi would be fighting Wolf. I mean, you guys aren't Tri-State after all. So it's a bit of a weird toss-up, but right now, man, Jakal's looking kind of nice. Getting some nice damage built in here, putting on some good pressure.
Yeah, as the player I brought up earlier in kind of example where it's Riddles' Terry as being like the premier showcase of just what Terry can do in a lot of different matchups and a lot of different levels. Jakal has a win on Terry, has a win on Riddles over at Double Down. They were able to take that set in order to make top 8 there. So you can't always catch Jakal sleeping with this Terry, though you can get some big wins and some big transitions. Just means that they will come back stronger. But same thing can be said for Vivi, who has been grinding a lot of these characters and been performing so amazing in these past couple weeks, able to try and get so much off of that falling there, but it's still not resulting in this stock, which is what makes things ever so dangerous. Letting Jakal snowball here. Wow, that running shield was so risky, but it turned into a grab for them. Like, really well played from Jakal this far.
Yeah, Vivi just continues to struggle more and more. I mean, we do have Go on, but like, It's looking way too tough here. Oh, okay, you know what? Just get up, throw it out there, see what happens. I mean, it worked out, but you're at 128. We got Wolf a little bit of invincibility. You are off stage, and we watched rinse and repeat earlier. About to do it again. Oh, never mind. Didn't get him.
Oh, but the SD from air dodging, thinking that maybe Jakal would go for a dash and up smash. Who knows? But a crucial drop stock from Vivi there, as they now have to contest with Jakal with full range to dash back and cover the center stage with all of Wolf's craziness. But here comes Terry a little bit. Here comes Vivi, instantly getting reversaled with a bunch of fairs. Wait a minute.
Jesus, man. Going right back to smash 4 with that one.
Just 1, 2, 3, back and the other way.
Just dragging you back and forth across the stage. Ah, the good old days. Oh, okay.
Good grab, though.
Oh. Yep, getting into a position here. 134, though. Okay, the go is going to come out, but good DI going to stay alive just a little bit longer. And the thing is, Jakal, I mean, 127, but does have an extra stock to play with here. I feel like you could have gotten up smash.
Maybe, but the true input, okay. Okay.
All right, Jack. I hope you lose now. I'm gonna be straight up. I hope he loses here.
It's not impossible. Go Terry is terrifying.
And with a lot of rage, too. That is a lot of rage. But that is Terry
even
off stage. We'll see what Jakal can do in this scenario. Misses the forward tilt again. Oh, no. It's all falling apart right before our very eyes.
170 and climbing here. Jakal just taking their time with a bunch of lasers. This is plus on block, so they respect it and just get out of there.
Oh, he didn't get the input he wanted. Okay, throws out another burning knuckle, just putting the pressure down on the shield. Oh, God, dude. He's flipping.
Oh, that's the SDI up, though. And that should turn into a Buster Wolf, which does close out the stock and drop. Okay, there was a
I'm glad I got my wish.
There was a couple moments there where Vivi went for a down tilt, forward tilt on shield when they could have done down tilt, up tilt, power geyser to completely break shield at like 40, which would have closed out the stock, I believe. But I mean, you can only counterplay for so long when you're hit by the tipper of Terry down tilt before getting hit by that inside hitbox, which is just such an
Jakal's
easy
face there.
It's just like, all right.
Oh man, dude. Fighting Terry's gotta be stressful. Like, when you are actively trying to win and you play this game competitively at the level that he does, I can imagine that fighting Terry is just a stressful scenario. I have a good time when I play this game, right? I try not to get too invested, but that's why I suck at this game, right? Because I try to have fun with it. But man, dude, oh, like I can't imagine fighting riddles in general.
No.
Like, I mean, if you're not dealing with a Terry, you're dealing with a Kazi, and either way, hair is just falling out of your head.
Yeah, too. Shout outs to everyone that have run into riddles this Kazuya